Hey, so an interesting day, a mostly good day. There's always a hitch, it seems. Could do without the hitches, but yeah, we got up early. We were in the saddle at 9:30, leaving Missoula. We now know it's called Missoula after I was corrected by a gentleman. So, Missoula, Montana. We finally had our GPSs just do a curvy, or just like no highway day. And we had a fantastic
It was
ride.
awesome ride.
Oh my goodness, and went higher than we've been on this trip. 1,937 meters, I think.
Higher than going through the Rockies when we
Up
did.
through a pass. Hey, I just saw one of those black
I
and white
did see
birds
it.
go by.
Magpie.
Magpie. Yeah, way high, curvies, all this kind of mountain stuff, and fast.
Yeah.
70-mile-an-hour traffic limits.
Crazy.
Which is like 120.
113.
113
Yeah.
kilometers an hour. Didn't it go up to 80 once? Didn't it go
On
up
the
to 100?
on the highway only.
Anyway.
But it went to 70, which is over 100.
And people were,
103.
people were just cruising along, 110, 120. Vroom. And so it was fast. It was beautiful. It was really neat. We ended up having to do a pretty long first stint because there was really almost nothing from Missoula to the capital of Montana.
Helena?
Helena, yeah. Here we are just outside of Helena, Montana. And yeah, we climbed and climbed and climbed up to 1936.
Mom's in the hospital.
Oh, so there was something going on.
I knew it.
We were we hadn't heard from Sue's mom for a while, and she checks in regularly with us, or we check in regularly with her. And we were wondering whether something was up. Sue was very worried, but this morning we got word that things were kind of fine, but maybe not so fine. So we had to go a pretty long 180, 190K stint to get to Helena. But then we did that, got into Helena, found a place for coffee because it was still only 11:30. And we wanted to do another stint before lunch.
And we were so lucky because all through those hills and stuff, the traffic was very light.
Traffic was great. Yeah, a few campers who got stuck behind every now and then, but mostly fantastic riding, just great. And it was great after we left Helena. Not as cool as the morning, but it was still very cool. We went from Helena to Three Forks.
Three Forks.
So the landscape changed a little bit, but still really gorgeous, beautiful stuff, and a fantastic ride, and still fast. And then we got to Three Forks, and we found this first place we really liked, this saloon-looking place. It would like tie your horses up front, and it looked like it'd been there
I have
forever.
a picture of it.
Yeah. We'll throw up some pictures here, and I ended up talking to a guy that was from Niagara Falls. He's like, "Where are you guys from?" I'm Toronto. "Oh, from Niagara Falls." And so anyway, really good, friendly people. But when we got there, we just couldn't find a non-meat option. Not one that wasn't breaded and deep fried. So there's like
And the two that
jalapenos
were,
and pickles and
they didn't have.
yeah, the two vegetarian options which we asked for, they're like, "No, we don't have that. So but really nice people. We hung out for an iced tea. We did some planning. We decided to go camping. After a bit of a process with this one that gave you hot spring access that we didn't want for $125 a night, we ended up here at Bear Canyon, and that's where we're coming to you from now, Bear Canyon. Look at the beautiful, we're looking forward to the big sky tonight.
Can't wait. And look at it, so clear. We're going to get a beautiful sky.
Yeah. So that's the reason, by the way, we're backlit, is I wanted you to be able to see that cool backdrop that we have. Just goes on forever. So what then was the hitch? What was the problem? Well, as we were coming through Bosman, which we come to just before here. Sorry, I shouldn't have the sun. Yeah, there we go. I could feel the clutch wasn't right. I just know it's not right. It's not out, it's not gone, but it's not what it was yesterday. But the good news is, thanks to, what's his name? Starts with an R.
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, thanks to Ryan, we have some fluid, and he taught me
From Spokane
Power Sports.
Power Sports.
He taught me the process to bleed the clutch fluid and to refill it again, and heck, when he did it lasted 2 days. That should at least get us to Sturgis, and then maybe we can get something more permanent done in Sturgis. So anyway, that's the little bit of the hitch. We decided I'm not going to try the clutch draining thing tonight, which kind of sucks because I know I'm going to dream about it and not sleep well. But
You'll sleep well.
Yeah, my brain will be doing it 1,000 times ahead of time. But anyway, we're gonna just try to ride it and see how far, because we're not riding through a lot of towns, so as long as we get on roads and they're going a long way, then I'm fine. At some point, if it becomes a pain, then I'm gonna pull it over and I'm gonna do the Ryan trick and pray that it works. And so
Problem is, even some of the highway goes through towns.
yeah, you can't
It's
avoid
not like
towns, so we're gonna try not
Yeah.
to stop as much as we can, and do what we can to sort of baby the clutch as it is, and see what we can do. And I'm also going to call ahead to Sturgis. I'm going to look ahead to Sturgis and see if I can find some help for a more permanent fix. So that's the plan. But otherwise, hey, things have been fantastic. We think we're now maybe 9 days from home.
10
Sort of
maybe.
semi-countdown, 9, 10,
10, 9.
semi-countdown. We'll see. And tomorrow we have some homework for you, because we're going to do our homework too, which is we're going to listen to Ron Negrini. Now, on video, I might have occasionally suggested it was Tom Rush who did this song. I get Tom Rush in my head for this area for different reasons. He likes
folk
this area.
singers.
Yeah, and they're both folk singers. But this was Ron Negrini. He's a Toronto-based,
No,
Toronto-based,
it's
not
Toronto.
north of
I'm
Toronto.
not exactly sure.
Yeah,
where.
he wouldn't embrace that. He was Toronto-based, and then he fled Toronto, I think, for a more cottagey country or something like that. Simple existence. But he's a great folk singer. We really like his music, and he's the one we chanced upon once and heard him sing the Montana Plain. So your homework is to go on YouTube, look for him, Ron Negrini, and listen to the song Montana Plain, and we're going to do the same. That'll be the theme for tomorrow. Woohoo! Let's go back up. All right, so we're a little bit homesick. We're a little bit frustrated at technical issues with motorbikes and trying to solve them all the time. And yet we're sitting here somewhere in Montana looking at an amazing view of a sunset. It's kind of cool.
Bear Canyon
Bear Canyon.
campground.
Yeah, and this whole adventure, it's been everything we thought it would be. A challenge and just a whole bunch of beautiful and cool. This is my vain attempt to capture just the amazing view we have here in Montana.